So for the past 2 days, I've been looking up, researching uh, keyboards, gaming keyboards, RGB keyboards to match with the RGB lighting that I'm gonna have on this computer right here, build that I'm gonna make. And I went to Fry's tonight just to see what kind of keyboards they have because it's good, like reading them up online, but it's not the same to actually see them live in person and maybe like see a box that's opened up. I thought Fry's used to have a section where they had opened up keyboards and you can try them out, but they really didn't. And so, anyways, I see this. This is a Corsair gaming keyboard, K70 RGB Cherry MX mechanical switches. Um, and it was for $94.99 or something like that. And then if you see here, this is the serial number. So when I googled the serial number for this, the CH whatever 90,068 NA RF, that it takes you to Corsair's website, and it's a $169.99 keyboard. So I don't know. I'm not very good at math, but like that's almost $75, maybe $75 off of this normally priced keyboard. And most Corsair keyboards have a 2-year warranty. This one, it says guaranteed 1-year warranty. So let's unbox it. So you don't get the standard Corsair very colorful like box, but you do get this plain brown box, and it's wrapped in this plastic. The one good thing too, because I was going through Amazon to check on refurbished keyboards also from Corsair, and some of those though, when I was reading the reviews on Amazon, like people received their keyboards with the keys missing or the spaces, the keys out of the keyboard. So I opened up a few of them where I found like the end key was gone, the space key was like off on this. But these are mechanical keys, so you can put them right back on, and you can change them and replace them with other keys. But so here's the keyboard. Let's take it out of the plastic real quick. Okay, so here's the keyboard out of the plastic. And all you get in that box is the keyboard and the wrist rest right here. It looks like let me take the wrist rest out of this plastic. Okay, so this wrist rest, I thought it felt like inside the plastic, I thought it was aluminum, just like the keyboard, but it's hard plastic with this like rubber coating, soft rubber coating on here. And the keyboard itself, though, if you look on Corsair's website or go to Amazon's website, this K70 RGB is made out of at least this top part is made out of brushed aircraft grade aluminum. And if the one knock against it right now, I can tell you, is this this cord, this USB cord. It's really thick, and it looks like you need to use up 2 USB ports just to power this thing on. And some of the newer keyboards that I was looking at, you can remove the USB cord, but it doesn't look like you can here. And then in the back here, there's a ROM switch. On the newer models of this K70 RGB, you have a USB port right next to this ROM switch right here. I don't know what this ROM switch does, but on the newer models, like they said, that you get this I don't even know what this hole is, but you get a USB port to plug in like your mouse, connected to your mouse. So this whole top part is anodized aircraft grade aluminum, and the bottom is just plastic. And then you got these right here, these little feet, so you can raise the keyboard up. It's plastic. I wish it had a like a rubber coating on it so it won't slip, but this is a pretty heavy keyboard, because this part right here, if you don't use the stance or the feet, is all plastic. So it would have been nice if this was also, or this feet or stand had rubber coating on it, just like this rubber right here, so to make sure the keyboard don't move around or scratch your desk. If you have a wooden desk or something, it might scratch it. This whole part right here is rubber, and these feet right here, but the feet though are not. They're not coated in rubber. They're just hard plastic, and some of these edges feel pretty sharp, so they can probably scratch fake wood or a wooden desk. So that's the one knock against it. And like I said, the only other knock is this cord is thick. There's no routing options like on newer keyboards to route the cord. Like you can route it underneath the keyboard. I don't know if this is water or spill resistant like some of these newer keyboards I was looking at. And again, you need to use up 2 USB ports to power on this keyboard. But that is because I believe this keyboard has its own memory and ARM microprocessor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my laptop, since I don't have my computer built yet, and just see if the lights work, the RGB lights, LEDs. Oh, it's a, like I said, it's a mechanical Cherry MX, red Cherry MX. So they're supposed to be more, the red Cherry MX, or is it the brown ones? The cherry or brown MX compared to the blue MX are supposed to be more quieter. But I have noticed when I was testing this at Fry's is that this spacebar is a little noisier than the other keys. See that? And these keys, like I said, you can replace them. You'll need one of those, you need to buy one of those key removers, I think that's what they're called, on Amazon, key removing tools. And up top here, you have, I guess, a brightness button for the LEDs, lock button, your LED, whatever this is for, I can't, what is this, 1A, and I don't know what this is, download, I don't know what that is, looks like a download symbol. This is for your volume, I guess, and you got a volume rocker here, you got your media controls here, stop, backwards, play, pause, forward. So okay, now I'm gonna shut off my laptop and find I'm gonna find 2 USB ports that I can use and plug this keyboard in. Device is ready. Corsair K70 RGB. So it did say RGB, but all I'm seeing so far is red. But these Corsair RGB keyboards, the K70s, every key is RGB, not just the whole light strip or anything like that, every key. So I'm gonna pause this and see how to change different lights. Okay, first things first, you see this light button right here? When it's first powered on, I guess it's on full brightness, and then when you press it again, or it was on full brightness, and then when you press it, it turns off so you can turn off the lights. I'm gonna turn off my light. Okay, guys, so I figured out how to control, or how to get the lighting to work on this thing. This The official name of this keyboard is the Corsair K70 Vengeance gaming keyboard. And with this keyboard, you need the you need to download the Q software, this software right here, to be able to control the lighting and to like program your own lighting and stuff like that. So you can't do it on the fly, not from what I've seen so far from watching YouTube and yeah, just from watching YouTube and doing a Google search, a quick Google search. I'm pretty sure there might be a way for with just the buttons, but from what I've seen so far and read, it's through this software right here, that thing. They call it the Q software utility. I think that's what it's called. And another thing I just found out from watching the videos is let me turn on my lights. Okay, so my lights are on and it's pretty bright. I got these high definition lights right here. And anyways, these two USB cords right here, you actually don't need them both plugged in. You do if you have a USB 2.0 and 2.1 port, but I have USB 3.0. So they say if you have USB 3.0, you only need to use one of the ports, your USB ports. So you only need to use this one right here. This one is to add extra juice if you only have a 2.0 port or below a 3.0 port. So this one right here with the USB symbol and these arrows going side to side, this one is for the actual keyboard itself if you have USB 3.0 and 3.1. So I really don't need this one plugged in, so I'm gonna unplug it. Boom. That's what they said. You just leave it dangling and see the keyboard still working with the lights and everything. I thought you had to have them both plugged in because of I guess this thing, I'm pretty sure it has built-in memory, and I know it has a ARM processor, ARM Cortex processor. But that's the lighting right there, and that's just the default. Once I installed that software and I clicked this thing right here, the K70 RGB. As soon as I clicked it, that's what it did. So I guess under here you have actions. So for your macro buttons, you got lighting effects and performance. So under lighting effects, you can create your own lighting effects. And I'm gonna have to watch a whole tutorial on that. But I just wanted to make sure it was working, since this is a refi model, certified refurbished model. But it does work. It's looking good so far. So, and I get a 1-year warranty, and I basically paid $95 for a $169 or $170, whatever you want to call it, keyboard. So that is a good deal in my book, unless like within 30 days or less it fails. But if it lasts me throughout a year or more, I'll be happy. Hopefully more than a year. Everybody take care, and we'll see you again soon.